over the day gecko chores. Okay, so King here, he's the one that has like spots instead of stripes. He's the male. He's often on the front. So if you have to get in there, you're going to have to get him off, because if you open the door, even the other side, he's going to try to get out, and he's very quick, and they can lose their tail and their skin sloughs off if you grab them inappropriately. So they are basically display animals. We don't take them out. He's pretty good about moving if you tap on the glass, or if you have to, gently open the other side and try to scare him away towards the back. Come on, get off there. See, and then he'll go. I try to only keep one door open at a time when I go in there. And I usually use this little thing to sit in front of them, so you can be down at eye level with them. And then you take out their syrup and put a new one in, cleaned. And then this is where their bugs go. You don't necessarily have to take this off, but if you need to, you can just pull it off. There's a little thing it's stuck onto. And check and see if they have a lot of mealworms left. Like right now they have enough. You don't need to replenish them. But if Clover is somewhere in the back, she's sometimes in this tube. That's where she's going to lay eggs. And she's often up top, up there. It's hard to find sometimes. So we just check them that they're both okay. And like I said, if the humidity looks low, like right now it's in the orange, then you want to do a spray. Over here, and just get everything nice and wet, basically, the backing, the background, and the branches. And you don't have to worry about the ground too much, but mostly just wetting the background and getting the plants and the moss and stuff wet. If they've soiled a lot on the branches, then I just kind of like spray it off, wash it off. This little white thing here, try not to get that too wet. That's extra calcium. The female needs that after laying eggs, so you just leave that in there. Okay. There's not a lot to do with them. They're pretty, other than making sure they get fresh syrup when I've noted, and that the water level stays up. So sometimes you'll hear the pump making a noise or like gurgling. That means you need to get the watering can and fill it up back here. So right between these tubes here, you just stick the green watering can, you stick the nozzle in there in between the wood of those two pieces, and just fill it up until it's almost overflowing. And then daily, you're just going to pump. You're going to take this pump and pump some of this water out of here. So this should go down to about where you can just see the roots. So you just slowly pump this, get some of the water out of there. And all of the little springtails and stuff that keep the place clean for them live in there, and they regenerate through the whole structure. So you just keep that going. It'll fill up every day or two, and it'll also evaporate. A lot of the water evaporates, so that's why you have to keep filling it up every couple of days with the watering can. As I fill it up, so you see, just fill it up through the side here, and you'll get a sense that it's full because you'll hear it coming over the side. And the pump should almost be silent when it's full. If the pump is making a lot of noise, it means it needs a lot of water. So sometimes I have to fill that green watering can up twice, depending on how much has evaporated. Now, for Jade and Ruby, because they're so small, they need water on the sides of their tanks that they will lick off. So we usually just will take this little spray bottle and just spray right through the top, because if they get out, you're not going to catch them. So we don't open the top except to put food in there. And just give it a good squirt, so they will have some water to lick up, and it keeps the humidity up for them. Since they're tiny, I try to do this at least twice a day, so that they don't dry up. Now this is just getting squirted on the side. They're going to drink it, so we only use the filtered water. Show you how to mix up the day Gecko food. So in the fridge will be these two, okay? And because they're babies and because the mama's laying eggs, we're going to give a little bit of it, just a tiny bit of this for flavoring, and mostly this, which makes it very thick. So we're going to use a lot of water. So they've already started to mix it, and you can see that's still even a little thick. So just keep adding water. You'll find a little cup in the drawer in the fridge with the bags, and a spoon. Keep it all together in there, and then we just mix it up until it's syrupy like water. And then these little cups are what we feed them with. So we're going to do one for the adults, and just fill the cup up with that. One for each of the babies. And they won't eat all of this, so this will eventually dry up. I'd leave it for maybe 2-3 days before you do a new one. Okay? And when it dries up, when you take the old cup out, you can just scrape what's in there out into either the superworms or the mealworms, because they will eat that, and then that will make vitamins and nutrition for Amneris and the other animals that eat the bugs. So I'm going to put this into Mama and Papa's cage. And it just goes here. That's it. They'll come and get it. You know, sometimes if they're sitting on a branch, you can put a little on your finger and they'll lick it off your finger. And yeah, that's how I have the babies set up for now, which it looks like we're probably going to still have them in here. So I have these little things hanging with them. See, that'll go in to feed the bugs. Jade. So we just pop the old ones out. Put the new ones in. Back on, and that is it for them. Every few days, I'll have it marked on the list. They should get some bugs too. They're getting big enough they can eat mealworms. So, and then a couple times a day for these guys, you're just going to squirt the water in here. So it drips along the side, so they get water. They'll lick it off the the side, and it'll keep the humidity up. Keep it, and any of this that's left over, you can just put the cap on. That'll last for the week in the fridge. So the bags closed, and in this top drawer of the fridge, I'll have marked the bags and any leftover that you're going to use for the week for them in there. The little cups, they're also going to be in the drawer there, and then we don't throw these out, so you just wash them and we reuse them.